Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much for your support and welcome to our channel, Prof. Nordin Bey's Academy for Computer Science and Programming Language. And in this video, we will inshallah know how to use stored procedure in ASP.NET MVC 5. So, why we use stored procedure? Stored procedure, one-time compile, fast execution, multiple SQL command. We can integrate multiple SQL command in one program and lower network use. So it is important to know how to use stored procedure. So first step, go to practice and try to create a new database. So a new database, we give the name of this database, for example test stored procedure. So okay, in this database we will create a new table for the test. So new rocket, so and increase the right and says and say to create a new table in this database. So select test stored procedure and create a table. For example, create table user with the three properties. The first is ID int primary key. The second attribute is the login. We can or name, for example, name varchar, for example, this is a string, and we use password, varchar, for example, 20, and so with this three password user, or bien, for example, login user. Alhamdulillah, we try to execute. So alright, now we create a set of stored procedure. The first is a procedure to select all user in our database. So we can create, so go to database, go to test stored procedure and programmability, and right click or programmability and go to stored procedure, right click on stored procedure and try to create. So we can remove all. Alhamdulillah. So create proc or procedure, we can get all user as select that one from the name of the table is utilisator. So from this utilisator, select it one from utilisator. So can execute. Alright, command racing. We can go to the actualize and go to test, go to programmability, go to stored procedure, and we can find get all user. Now create other procedure stored procedure to specify one user. So create increase create proc or procedure get specific use, and we give a parameter arabesque, for example id 8, and writes the core, writes the body of the program. So select étoile from utilisateur where select étoile from utilisateur وكندير where go to table to know the name of the column. So id, voilà, id arabesque id. This is a stored procedure. Execute. Command rest, alhamdulillah. We can add a new stored procedure. This procedure to insert the user. So we can insert a new user. Now we can add a stored procedure to add a new line in this table. So create proc add user. We have two parameters, arabesque id, for example, int virgule arabesque, arabesque for example name sha20, and arabesque, so arabesque password the same, var sha20, voilà, as, and we write this inserts into utilisateur values, and we give arabesque id, arabesque name, and arabesque pass. Try to execute this procedure, alhamdulillah. Now we can create proc delete user. All CRUD operation if they delete user with one parameter id, and we can create delete utilisateur from delete where id or equal arabesque id. We can remove this line, but it is so create delete user or command. Now we can add update user arabesque int, so can arabesque name pass and we can create so delete update sorry update this is set the new value set go to test and go to column so login user arabesque name camera password user password user arabesque pass where في هذا الفيديو فقط خلقنا لي بروسيدور ستوكي او الدوال المخزنه للتعامل معها باستعمال في مشروع ASP.NET MVC 5 using entity framework. اذا قمنا بانجاز مختلف البروسيدورات اللازمه. اذا where id equal arabesque user. الحمد لله. Try to execute this start procedure. So execute. الحمد لله. We check that we create all this start procedure, actualize and go to programmability and start procedure and let this is a set of start procedure add delete get update get delete add. Thank you very much and see you again in other video to complete these skills. In next video inshallah we will learn how to create an entity framework with tables and start procedure and know how to use start procedure in ASP.NET MVC 5 projects. Thank you very much and thank you.